we are here live at the St. Paul Ice Expo. It is Sunday, and honestly, it is nearing the end of the day here. So if you are not at the show, it's not the time to come. But it is never too late to talk about safety, and that is why we're here, still bringing this to you. So we are here with Hannah and with Duffy. Tell us a little bit about yourselves and tell us about why we're here with the Nebulus.
Well, I am Hannah Stonehouse Hudson. I am from Women on Ice and the Life is Short movement, and I am a huge ice safety person. I love the sport of ice fishing. My husband, Jim Hudson, passed away in 2013 while he was ice fishing on Lake Superior, and I love it more than anything still. And I want people to be safe. I want them to come home to their spouses, but I want them to enjoy the sport that we love. And one of the products that I insist that my friends and family have is a Nebulus. This keeps you safe, and this is why I have Duffy here. We're going to talk a little bit about, there are always some questions about how many do I need for my ATV? How many do I need for my snowmobile? Can you talk a little bit about how you should have one and you should have it in a good way to where you can pull it?
Yeah, there's two things. On most snowmobiles on ATV, you only need one, because when this thing gets like that very, very quickly, that's 1,000 pounds of flotation. That's going to take care of everything. We can put up to 3 people on top of that, and then your machine is still going to be suspended 3.5 feet under the water, so recovery of the machine is going to be very, very easy. To be very honest, I don't really care about your machine. We need to get you out of the water. That's
Right.
rule number one.
Right.
The other thing is, with the advent now of new products coming out on the market, the side-by-sides or UTVs, whatever you want to call them, are heavy enough where I would advise people to put 2 of them on there, and it does the same thing. But if you go on the ice and you take a machine out on the ice and you don't have one of these, you're not being as safe as you could be.
Right. And
I advise people that either are going to hire a guide or go to a resort and spend some time out on the ice. Ask them, do you use a Nebulus on your machines? Because if they don't, they're not making you as safe as you could be.
Right. The Nebulus is so important. And if you're going to spend some money, a chunk of money on electronics, and you have to choose between the two, I highly encourage you to choose this. You can go out, you can have fun, but you want to be safe. You want to come back to your loved ones.
Well, and one of the nice things about this is it's very user-friendly, because safety is a huge factor,
Right.
but actually the way that it expands, tell us about that.
Right. So you pull this, and we're not going to actually inflate one today because that takes just a little bit, and we don't want to just use one to use one. But
Well,
you
and the
just
other
have
thing
it
is that
pull
it does open up really fast.
Right.
And so, we have a lot of people at the ice show here today. When you use something like this, you are out on the ice. There aren't people around you, and you do want it to open quite quickly.
Right.
So, it's not a thing to, test and engage in your garage
Don't
with
do
your
that.
kids around, because truly it is meant to be a safety product.
Right, exactly.
So for people who are still maybe here at the show today, come and check it out. The booth is great. There's a lot of really cool information, and I have to say, I don't always point out a pamphlet, but some really great information that even kind of shows how it works, what it looks like, and what it could be like on your machinery. For people who cannot be at the show, where do they find the Nebulus device?
All you have to do is go to nebulusflotation.com. There's a variety of pictures. There are a lot of videos. It'll even give you instructions on how to put it on your ATV or your snowmobile. So that's a pretty good resource for you.
Yep. And if people have questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, they can get a hold of you. You can answer questions and all of that. But Hannah, you do that as well. So how do people get a hold of you?
You can find me on Facebook, Hannah Stonehouse Hudson. You can find me on Instagram, or you can look for lifeisshortmovement.com, and I am on there.
Awesome.
You can find me next week up at Duluth at the Arrowhead Ice.
And I'll be at the Fargo Ice Show, so if you're at either of those shows, come find us.
So come see us at a show. Otherwise, we hope to see you safe on the ice.